Welcome to Wednesday with Weingartz. I'm Ron Weingartz. Today I'm here to talk about the new S100 and S200 series John Deere tractors. The new S series John Deere tractors, first off, started with a whole new look. So they've kind of gone to the look from their larger ag tractor line. Better visibility up front, more streamlined styling, just nice clean design. But from there they've added some nice comfort features as well. First off, with the S100 series, the previous model, the E series that this replaced, used a CVT transmission, where this has gone to an hydrostatic like the rest of the line. So even on the entry-level model, you can get with the hydrostatic transmission. As you move up from the 100 series, so they make 8 different models in the 100 series. So they're all the same chassis, but basically you're moving up in deck sizes, engine sizes, and some engine features, which we'll talk about. And then you get bigger tires and nicer seats in some of the larger models. But first off, this particular one is the S120. This is one of our more popular models. So if you notice, a nice, little nicer seat. Probably the biggest, maybe I don't want to say complaint, but probably one of the complaints, the old fuel gauge sometimes got a little hard to read, the mechanical gauge. So this has gone to a digital fuel gauge. Great gauge. It's a nice improvement to kind of know where you're at on your fuel. Control panel very similar to from what they were in the past. Very clean, easy. John Deere does a great job of color coding all the features, the parking brake, the throttle. Very easy to very intuitive control system. The hood's all lift up. So I can mention some of the different engine options. You'll notice some models will have the standard oil filtering system, and some have this quick oil change. So the quick oil change, it makes it much easier if you're maybe not quite as handy. There's no plugs to remove for changing the oil. The oil and filter are all one canister. So when you remove this canister, that's all your oil. You put a new preloaded cartridge back on, you spin it on, and that's your oil change. So it really makes it very convenient and easy to change. So depending on some of the models, some models will offer that and other ones won't. So as you move up the line, you have the 42-inch, and then you'll start adding features like front bumpers. As you move into the 140, they go to a 48-inch deck. And then the 160, you'll notice it has a much nicer seat, heavier padding, adjustable support, and a little larger tire. So if you have that rougher terrain, that little larger tire is going to give you a little nicer ride. Or if you're putting a snow blade or snow attachments on, that gives you a little better traction as well. As you move up the line, you add you go into the S180 goes all the way up to a 54-inch deck. So if you got some larger acreage, you can still get a very value price, excellent value in the John Deere, and yet still be able to handle those larger properties. From there, I want to move into the 200 series. So it's kind of a continuation of the S series. So what they've done with the 200 series, they've kind of upped the features a little bit. So first off, the S200 series available in three models, an S220, and S240, which the 240 comes in a 42 or 48-inch deck. So the S240, I think, is a much better value to start off with. They go to a Kawasaki engine upgrade over the Briggs & Stratton. Nothing against Briggs & Stratton, but the Kawasaki is a nice upgrade. So that's probably the biggest feature. And compared to last year's model, this was powered by 18.5 horse. They've upped that to 21.5. And that's the same engine on either the 42 or 40-inch deck. So plenty of power and a great power plant. They also go to the XL mower deck versus the edge cutting system. So not taking away from the edge, but the XL knows a little nicer gauge wheels, but it also has extra ribbing. It's 16% heavier than the edge deck. So if you have some rougher terrain, maybe a little tougher conditions, the deck takes a lot of the pounding out there, this XL deck's going to hold up a little bit better for you. Also, things like the S100 series will use bushings in the wheels, or this will use bearings, give you a little longer life. They upgraded the tires for better traction and actually a little more durable. So it's a nice step up before you move into their X300 series. Still a great value with some nice upgraded features in the deck and engine and things like the bearings. So it's very nice, and with the increase in horsepower, I think they made some great additions to the S200 series. Thanks for listening today.
Weingartz, everything.